Hey there, hope all is well. Back at you today with some more RT News updates. And it looks like there is a major war on cash going on globally. So not only is India removing banknotes, Venezuela moving banknotes, and it looks like Australia may be looking to do the same. And so only a very unwise and unaware person would be willing and able to think that it wouldn't one day possibly happen to the Federal Reserve note in the United States of America. So here I got a couple articles to share with you. And as always, if you're new to RTD, click the subscribe button, as well as stay tuned for more RTD news updates and interviews. So today I have four articles I want to cover. Some dealing directly from Australia and some from other news sources, but all dealing with the same topic. And as you can see here, it says Australia could lose its $100 note as the government moves to crack down on the black economy. And the next one here is from The Guardian, and it's the cash economy task force to decide future of $100 note. The next one from SBS in Australia, task force to probe undeclared cash payments, 100-note ban considered. And the last one here is, computer's running slow, crackdown on cash economy targets $100 bills and billions for the budget. So once again, crackdown, cash economy, black market, all words the government seem to be using to kind of justify their means of removing cash from their own citizens. So let's dive into the first article. So here's the first article here. Australia could lose its 100 note as the government moves to crack down on the black economy. As always, I'll just thumb through briefly, give you an idea what's going on, and you can find the article below to read it further yourself if interested. And so just to start off here, it says Australia 100 note could be taken out of circulation as the Turnbull government moves to crack down on the black economy. A task force set to be revealed at next week's mid-year budget update will consider the future of the $100 note and bans on cash payments over a certain level, among other measures. The move would draw on the experience of countries like France, where cash payments of over 1,000 euros have been banned. Picture here of a nice little $100 Australian dollar in flight. It says, but in News Corp poll, more than 2/3 of respondents revealed that they want Australia's largest single cash currency retained. Just after 2:30 p.m., more than 1,100 readers have voted in favor of keeping the 100 bank note, or 66.75% of its respondents. A further 466 readers have voted to ditch the note, while 99 respondents were unsure. Revenue and Financial Services Minister Kelly O'Dwyer told Fairfax on Wednesday the 100 note was in the crosshairs. We've got 3 times as many $100 notes in circulation as $5 notes, and we've got to about 30 billion worth of $100 notes in circulation at a time when increasingly we have people more and more using electronic payments, she said. It does beg the question why, and that's something that the Black Economy Task Force will focus on. The plan is part of a government move on cash in hand jobs and other untaxed income, with a new task force established to find billions of dollars for budget repair. So they're kind of telling you why they're forming a task force, which is for budget repair. More than likely, they are spending more than they're earning, and they need to find a way to balance out their budget, or try to balance out their budget. So what better way than to take it from your citizens? So goes on a little bit more detail there. If you article you can find below. Let's get to the next one. The next article here is from The Guardian. Cash Economy Task Force to decide future of $100 note. And kind of starts off with some of the same information there, but it says the black economy, the part of the country's economic activity that is unrecorded and untaxed by government, is estimated to be worth $21 billion, or 1.5% of gross domestic product in Australia. The government hopes to recoup billions through measures to be revealed in Monday's mid-year budget update, given many cash payments in the hidden economy are untaxed. And then what's interesting, it goes down a little further, talks about some of the details of this task force. Where we have it right here. It says she, meaning O'Dwyer, told Radio National there, nothing wrong with cash per se. The issue is when people don't declare it and they don't pay tax. That's an issue when it comes to welfare fraud. When people are being paid cash and they're also claiming welfare, she said that dudded taxpayers by allowing people to claim welfare they were not entitled to and not paying tax on income. O'Dwyer did not rule out withdrawing the 100 note from circulation. In 2012, a former Federal Reserve official advocated for phasing out high-value notes to prevent mass welfare fraud by the elderly. Peter Mayer wrote to the Reserve National Bank Governor Clarence Stevens to say the high number of 50 and 100 notes per person facilitated tax dodging. So they're saying now that, the higher denominations kind of encourage and promote tax dodging, especially if you have people who are making cash under the table type of thing. So just a little bit more of their justification as to why they will be looking to remove high denomination notes from their citizens. So let's get to the next article. Here's an article as well from SBS, another news syndicate out of Australia. And here it kind of gives you the same information, but it actually gives a little bit more detail as to the task force and things like that. And then it's referencing their finance minister, Dwyer, says, in fact, there are 3 times as many 100 notes in circulation as there are $5 notes in circulation. And it does beg the question, why? We're putting together this task force, which is the first time a government has put together a whole of government response. The resources of the ATO, the Reserve Bank of Australia, Austric, and APRA will be called upon to crack down the billions of dollars in unpaid tax revenue. So they're putting together this major conglomerate of agencies to really begin, as they say, reaching out to those that don't pay tax, but not really realizing the cost of this venture here, is going to add up as well, to put all these agencies together and try to add more onto the force to look for cash smugglers, as they probably call them. So same type of information. If you're interested, you can find it below. Here's the last article here from the Financial Review, and it actually gives you a picture here of Kelly O'Dwyer, the finance minister there. And it gives a little bit more in-depth information as to how they break down the agencies even more, as well as some of the more, their so-called reason behind doing what they're doing. And then it gives a little graph here, which I think is very telling of how, even though they're cracking down on cash payments and things like that, and this black economy, they're also saying that people are even using less cash than in the past. So, kind of, it's interesting how all this is coming about right now at this particular time, when every country seems to be, removing their highest notes, as well as the citizens no longer even really using the notes for the most part. But circulation and production statistics as at end of June 2016. This is what's happening in Australia, according to the Reserve Bank of Australia. $5 notes, 851 million. And in 100 notes, we have 32 billion, 821 million, 20 million, give or take, in circulation. And so it talks about the value and then a number in circulation in the form of millions. We have 328, but worth 328 billion. So just giving us an idea of what's actually in circulation, and there appears to be more $50 notes, number-wise, is out and about in the public's hands, or circulating rather, as opposed to the $100 notes. So I'm surprised that if they end up removing the 100, that the 50 won't be too far behind. So this is what's happening in the news. Hope you guys enjoyed this little news update. As always, I would love to hear your thoughts and comments below. And also, just the goal is to get this word out to everybody so they can begin to become aware on monetary matters, and become aware of the idea that if it's happening in Australia, if it's happening in Venezuela, if it's happening in India, those are all, countries that woke up one day and had some things dictated to them without them even knowing about it, then I'm more than confident that it's capable of happening here in the United States of America. So once again, hope you enjoy your day. Leave me a comment, share it, and also subscribe if you're new. Thanks.